Offstage behavior is whenever we're around anybody, whether it's patients, it's family, even around other coworkers where anybody can hear you, because every single action that we have makes a difference.
We're a massive workforce, and the reality is I've yet to have the pleasure nor privilege of connecting with everybody. So anytime I see a Sharp badge or someone in the vicinity of Sharp, I am on stage.
We're rolling out the red carpet. Like when a patient comes in, just know that you're rolling out the red carpet for them and they are your priority.
When I am on stage at work, I leave everything else at home, all of the traffic, personal problems, all of that. And it's a way sometimes to get out of yourself because you get to come to work and leave all of that stuff behind. And to be on stage is to be present with the patient and to be in that moment with them and let them know that the only person that's important is the person sitting in front of me.
We are on stage in the emergency department majority of our time that we're there. Whenever we are with patients, whenever we are at the nursing station, whenever we are walking to and from our work areas, we are on stage for these patients.
When we put on our white coat, I've been training my whole life. I did 13 post-secondary years and training my whole life for the moments that I have with the patients. And I have to be my best doctor self for that patient in that room for that entire duration. So I need to be present with them and keep the spotlight on them. We also have offstage, behaviors where you might want to just need, vent. You might need to vent, and that can be appropriate behind a closed door, with a colleague. If there's something that's frustrating you, we're human. We can't be on stage 100% of the time.
So if somebody's having a tough time, whether it be reading an email, maybe they receive a call, maybe an outcome didn't happen the way that they would have liked for it to happen, take 5. Compose yourself.
The time that we spend off stage getting to speak with our coworkers about our regular life is really what connects us in the ER as staff members. I love chatting with my coworkers about their kids or their trips and chatting with my doctors about whatever we feel like discussing, and having those conversations really overall benefits us as staff, that we have those connections, we feel comfortable with the people we work with. So it is really important to take the time to have those conversations, so that way when we are back on the unit, we're able to focus on the patients and not have those conversations, because we all really do care about each other.
When I think of on stage and off stage, I think of a virtual Teams call, specifically around when to connect with my peers. The bulk of that meeting is going to be a 45-minute connection call on whatever respective responsibility. I've made it a point to join early, about 5 minutes, anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes early, to make those connections to engage our peers. And I would call that our off-stage kind of behavior, where it's a little bit more lax. We're talking about The Bachelor, we're talking about whatever's on TV at the moment, and then we transition to our meeting, which we would consider an on-stage behavior. It's still living within the same scope, but there's parameters around what that connection looks like and how I'm connecting with my respective peers in that specific scenario.